Hey, what's up everybody? TooTallToby here, and in today's SolidWorks power move, we're going to talk about a really cool but often underappreciated function that's been in SolidWorks sketch mode for a long time, and that function is replace entity. So take a look here. I'm going to begin a new sketch on the top plane, and I'm going to create a rectangle here with the dimension 70 high by 200 wide. Now I'm going to take that rectangle, I'm going to extrude it up to a height of 15 millimeters, and then I'm going to create a fillet on the four corners. I'm going to make this fillet here 18 millimeters. I'm going to click this one single corner here, move my mouse up and to the right, and boom, get a fillet there on all four corners. Nice simple model here so far, but now I realize that I want there to be a change to this model, and what that change is I'm going to create a rounded end here instead of having a flat end here from this edge. So what I can do is right mouse button, edit sketch, and create a new arc here. So I'll create an arc here that goes like so. I'll say that I want this arc to be tangent to that original edge. I'll say I want these 2 points here to be vertical, and then I'll add a distance dimension here from the end of the part. Let's say we make that 15 millimeters from the end of the part. Now I'm going to take this center line, hold control, take this arc, and I'm going to choose mirror, and now I've got an arc on either end of the model. Well, when I exit the sketch, I'm going to run into a problem because it's not a nice, neatly knit contour. I'm going to say exit the sketch and rebuild anyway, and then what I'm going to do is right mouse button on this boss extrude and say edit feature, and then down here in selected contours, I'm going to choose this contour here. So there we go, problem solved. Now we see that the extrude completes, no problem, was able to select just that kind of contour area from inside of that sketch. However, we now see that we're running into a problem because the definition of the fillet is based on the face ID, which is derived from the edge ID from the sketch, and the face ID here, which is derived from the sketch ID from the sketch, the line ID from the sketch. So we see that we're running into a problem here because the fillet now cannot rebuild because it's missing those face IDs. It's missing the face ID from the flat face. Well, check this out. If I go back into the sketch here, and then I use the command right mouse button on the original edge and replace entity, what this lets me do is it lets me update that edge ID, or it updates the sketch ID, and then that updates the edge ID for all downstream features. So I right mouse button on the line that I want to replace, I say replace entity, then I choose down here the line I want to replace it with, and in this case I'm going to say take that original line and make that original line for construction. So when I hit the green check mark, the original line is still there because I want it for that tangency relationship. See, we've got this tangency relationship on here, so I don't want to break up that tangency relationship. However, what I do want to do is I want to replace that line ID, which should replace the edge ID, which should replace the face ID, which should auto repair the fillets. So I'm going to do the same thing over here on this line, right mouse button, and I'm going to say replace entity. And then once I choose replace entity, I'm going to choose this line here. Then I'm just going to use right mouse button to finish. That way we can really get through this command quickly. And now I'm going to exit the sketch, and magic! We see here that now the fillet was able to complete, it was able to update because now this edge ID, this face ID has updated, and now the intersection of those two faces is based on that updated face ID from the replace entity, pushing everything through downstream. Now, I've used this command a lot. I've used it for things like replacing a guide curve with another guide curve, especially when you're working with advanced commands like fit spline. But even if you're just using it in this application to just update a couple of edge IDs so that your fillets don't error, I think you'll find this to be a very nice time saver, and that is what I think makes this a good power move. So if you agree and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to leave me some comments down below if you learned anything new. And if you like my style of teaching, be sure to visit us at TooTallToby.com/training. We have a lot of training opportunities for anybody out there trying to get better at SolidWorks. And I will see all of you in the next TooTallToby Power Moves.